I have a story for y'all. Some of y'all might already know it, some of you might not. It's not a good story. I was shopping with my friends the other day, okay? And we went to Rodeo Drive, which is this really bougie, fancy street in LA. There's a lot of luxury stores, there's a lot of tourists, there's a lot of people there all the time. There's also street photographers who will have like a super fancy, long lens, expensive camera, and they take photos of people, and then and then they'll come up to you and they're like, look at this pretty photo I took of you, and they usually try to sell it to you, or they will try to sell you their photography services, whatever, right? But because I've been to Rodeo a few times, I kind of try to avoid that because it's a little bit of a tourist trap, to be honest. I'm not trying to do that right now. So I say, oh, I don't really want to talk about that. Sorry, I'm shopping with my friends. I'm gonna go. And he goes, what do you think about, he mentioned a streamer's name, and if you're in the streaming space, you know this streamer does not like me. They really don't like me. They don't like a lot of things, and I'm one of them. They go, what do you think about the streamer? And I was like, I couldn't tell if he was drama baiting because his camera was down, so I'm like, oh, he's not recording. And it was like a photography camera. And I was like, oh, maybe he just like, again, like wants the tea behind the scenes. But I'm not about to gossip about someone, I don't even know this man. So I tell him, oh, I've never met him in person. Like, I don't really know him. I've never met him in person, which is true. Does he talk shit about me all the time? Yes, but I don't know him. I've never met him in person, and that's all I have to say about him. And then I was like, sorry, like, you know, I have to go. I'm with my friends. And I try to leave again. And he goes, what do you think about that guy talking shit about you all the time? I said, huh? I keep walking because I'm like, that took a weird turn. And then he goes, would you date? And he said the name of the streamer. What in the how are you like seeming nice, asking me questions, then you're like rage baiting me sort of? You bring up someone that you know doesn't like me. Okay, you acted like you didn't know me, ask me questions about streaming, brought up someone that you know hates me. I try to leave. You start asking me how do you feel about them talking shit about you. Oh, so you know they talk shit about me. And then he's like, would you date him? Bitch, what? And then I keep walking, and I turn to my friend, I'm like, that was weird. And she says, oh yeah, couldn't you tell? He was wearing those glasses, like he was recording you. I said, what? And he had those black rim glasses. I had no idea he was wearing those like Meta Ray-Ban glasses and he was recording the whole time. There was no light on those glasses. There was no clear indicator of him recording, even though I'm pretty sure they have that built in, but I think there's a way around it. Like usually when someone's recording with the glasses, there's a little light, but I didn't notice anything, and I was looking at him. He just looked like he was wearing glasses. Anyways, I talked about this story on my TikTok, on my alt TikTok. Someone found the fucking clip. I thought that that's what happened, and I was like, ladies, like, be careful. Be careful. Turns out he really was recording. Actually, funny enough, since I talked about it last night, people found the clip, and they started commenting. On his post being like, you're being so weird, like why would you say that to her, blah 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 blah. And he actually responded, please don't try to find the clip, by the way, because I don't want to give him views or attention. I don't even want this drama. He responded and he goes, you can see I didn't touch or yell in the video. She's mad she's getting exposed. I'm mad I'm getting exposed? For what? For actually being nice to you and walking away when things got weird? Also, like, you know, I'm walking 5+ steps ahead of him. What I mean when I said yell is like he had to raise his voice. You know, we were having a conversation-ish. When I started walking away, he's like, what do you think I'm talking shit about you? Right. Starting in 25 minutes. Anyways, I mainly wanted to talk about this because when I first heard about it, I was a little bit shook. I mean, I've had weird, and I hate to say it, I've had weirder encounters in person, unfortunately. But it mainly freaked me out because one, now I know that that's something I have to be worried about when I go out and I talk to people. Like, oh, are they secretly recording me? And then two, I was thinking like, imagine girls who have no idea that this exists. Like, and maybe they're just hanging out with a guy and they think that it's just like regular glasses. Maybe the intimate setting, the setting is intimate. Like there are so many instances where someone can be getting filmed unconsensually. And it's just really scary that it's something that we need to be careful about, to be honest. You wanna know what else is kooky? When I talked about this, someone in the comments mentioned that, hold on. They mentioned this story that I looked up. Basically, this girl was getting a Brazilian wax. For the lads who may not know what a Brazilian wax is, it's when they're waxing your vagina. Okay, so someone is up in your cheeks, waxing your shit, okay? Well, halfway through the wax, she looks at the lady waxing her and realizes she's wearing those Ray-Ban Meta glasses, okay? And she goes, are you wearing those glasses that record? And she goes, yeah, oh, but like, they're not on. I just wear them for like other reasons or something. Bitch, what the fuck? Like, huh? And again, I can attest that there are ways to hide whether or not it's recording. Because I didn't know I was being recorded. Like, they just looked like normal glasses. So, of course, now that girl that was getting waxed, she's like, I have no idea if she was recording at some point. I don't know what she could do with those videos. Like, it's very scary. Can we stop coming out with, like, spy cam equipment?
No, that's crazy.
Yes, guys, during a wax. But again, most people can't tell. They just look like glasses. It's fucking weird. Anyways, kooky shit. Also, I hate to say it, but, like, there are markets online for anything, if you know what I mean. And unfortunately, a lot of people have fetishes for unconsensual recording, filming, whatever. It's like, again, I hate to be the one to say it, but that lady could be selling those videos to Lord knows who, for Lord knows what reason. Like, there's a lot of weird shit. The guy who was filming me, I know he was, like, I saw his page, he tries to talk to girls on the street that don't realize that they're getting filmed so that they say weird things. But, like, bro, there's so many better things you can do with your time. I could say a lot worse. Think if I gifted slightly wonky. Oh my god. The Meta Glasses ad has Chris Hemsworth and David Beckham. I know, I've seen a lot of people do those ads, and I never thought anything weird of it until I realized that they can really be used for bad. But anyways, me, I'm gonna be fine. I know all this shit comes with the territory, and I have to be careful, to be honest. And yes, to be honest, when I do go outside, I always just assume that someone might be filming, which isn't great, but that's part of my life. However, like your average person day to day should not have to worry about that shit. You do not deserve to be accosted. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. It's also just fucking annoying for someone to do that and be actively rage baiting. Like, ew. Ew.
It's crazy.
Ew. Ew. Sorry, you know, that's my way of getting it out, just saying ew like 10 times.
Dude, that's insane. Like, the fact that You know, someone even feels comfortable doing that is pretty crazy.